hey, you, why haven't you liked this video yet? Hey, we need the likes. Make sure you hit that like button and subscribe. Hello guys, Adam here from Not Toys Action Figures, bringing you another Power Ranger action figure review, and you can see we have something very different today. We have, boom, two S.H.Figurarts Samurai Ranger figures, green and blue, and actually we have red as well, and we also have a green SPD Ranger. And if you'd missed the video, it's on the channel right now. I kind of went through these quite quickly because these are figures that I picked up in Japan, and yeah, I thought why not get them open and have a look. Like I said, I think I'm going to start with blue or green. I think maybe blue, because blue, as you can see on the side, it's unopened. It's never been opened before, so it's like opening up a new product. And speaking of new products, I actually have a new product right now that I'm using to record this. I bought myself a gimbal to try and help when I zoom in on the characters to keep the camera steadier a bit. This is the first outing I have with it, so it might be a little bit rough. But yeah, please bear with me when you get to that section in the video. And yeah, as we go through quickly, first you can see this nice box. It is from 2021, the Shinken Blue Ranger, as I said in the video. I was actually watching some Samurai Ranger stuff whilst I was in Japan, and that's what inspired me to pick these up. But yeah, if you want to find out more about my Japan trip, hunting for toys in Tokyo, make sure you check out that video. So without further ado, let's get this box open that hasn't been opened for 12 years and get the figure out and on the desk. And I just wanted to show you me actually getting them out of the box. I always forget how nicely the S.H.Figurarts figures are packed. So we maybe have a quick look now as we got him out. You can see he's in this kind of tomb of plastic with the window on the front holding everything in place, and you can see all of the accessories he's got. I'll go through them in a little bit, and to be honest, I don't know that much about S.H.Figurarts. I do know a little bit about S.H.Figurarts, but I don't know that much about the Samurai Power Rangers. So yeah, the names of the weapons I don't know. But you can see here we have his big bow. We have this kind of like, it looks like an electric screwdriver. We have this, it looks like the miniature of his Zord, I'm assuming. And then as always with S.H.Figurarts, we have lots and lots of hands. So yeah, I wanted to do that. And also let's see if I can take this off without him falling out. Bah, okay, not as satisfying as I'd hoped, but let's get him on the table. Okay, and here is Shinken Blue out of the box, or Samurai Blue out of the box. And like I said, I'm using my gimbal now, so I'm hoping the film looks a lot more stable than what you're used to, and it has like an active tracker on it, so yeah, it's tracking his face. So if I zoom out, hopefully you can get a bit more of him. But yeah, as always, we've looked at two of these figures so far, Mighty Morphin Red and Mighty Morphin White. But yeah, I mean, for a 12-year-old figure, it still looks very nice. Like, there's a lot of detail on it. I had a little bit of problem getting this sword in his hand, and like I was trying to do the trademark Not Toys Action Figures back of the box pose, but couldn't quite get it there. But you can see on him, like, he has a lot of detail, like on the sword itself. It's a little bit hard to see in the gimbal. Maybe I can just move it. Oop, there we go. To this side, yeah, you can see on the sword itself that there's quite a lot of detail there, and then on his body too. You can see the emblem on there, and we go down to his belt, which we'll get a little look at later. There's a lot of golden details on there, and then on his back, or the back of his legs, he has like the blue. And I think that's actually something that I like about these Samurai Rangers, is they are quite, like, the design is quite clean compared to a lot of other Rangers. So I mean, there's not that much detail to show off. Let me show it from this side so you don't get to see my my keyboard there. But yeah, but they are a nice design, and he does look pretty cool. So let's put him in another pose and yeah, see what he can do. Okay, so here he is with his bow, with his special weapon, kind of at like a rested position. And yeah, this cuts like a really nice silhouette. Like the bow, the kind of the cross symbol on his helmet, and also the cross symbol on the bow, and just the shape just looks very, very cool. Again, the weapon itself feels very Power Rangery, but also fits in nicely with the samurai aspect. And here you can see a bit better on his torso, the detail there. As we go down on the bow itself, I can even like do this, which I think is cool with the gimbal. Lots of cool things on the bow, where his hand is there, where the arrow would be, that actually moves in and out. And then there's a wheel here, which also spins. So there's like nice little details on there. And again, on him, you can kind of see a bit more of what he's like. Here we can get a nice close-up of his helmet. And yeah, I mean, it's S.H.Figurarts, right? So you know there is this quality there, but I also understand that this is an old toy. Oops, I just dropped the hand. I need to find that. And an old figure, so I know a lot of the articulation has been improved. But even so, I feel like the shoulders here feel, because that was a problem with the Mighty Morphin ones, was that these shoulder pads would kind of turn in on themselves, so you would always see the joints. On this figure, they don't seem too bad. I'm going to go through his articulation and you'll get a better look, but I did notice it with the legs. Like in the legs, it tends to move around, and I think the groin on S.H.Figurarts figures are still, like, people don't like the groins or the waist that much, and here you can definitely kind of see, like, yeah, there is like some gaps in the waist. Whoops, wrong way. Which, yeah, I mean, doesn't bother me too much because just standing like this, he looks good. But yeah, there definitely is something there, but I'm glad they fixed those shoulders. So let's put him in another pose. Whoops, sorry. And yeah, then we'll go through his articulation. All right, so now we have him in more of a kind of a standoffish pose. He's got his hands ready. I just wanted to show you off some of the hands and also the belt there. I like that they added this little pouch, and I did indeed manage to get his sword to click on, which is a nice little thing there. It's a little bit hard to move his legs when his sword is stuck onto him like that, but nevertheless, it's kind of like it's nice that you can get him there. I've seen some cool standing poses people just did online with him where he just looks pretty sick, just stood there, chest puffed out, and sword in his sheath. So yeah, overall I think he's a nice figure. Let's do his articulation and then we'll have to end the episode because it's already telling me, my gimbal's already telling me that I'm running out of battery. So yeah, let's do that. Okay, so just going over his articulation very quickly because again these are all figures. So if you're any sort of S.H.Figurarts fan or collector, you probably know all of this. But yeah, the articulation for these figures, they do feel very supreme compared to even like modern day Lightning collection. Like they just feel very much more mechanical how you move them. And with him, I've had a little bit of a trouble with his legs, but in general, yeah, he feels very much like you position him how you want him, and he stays there. So starting off with the head, he has a nice turn. He has this like as far up as you want to get. Like if you could even have him flying if you wanted, really far down, and he has quite a nice little bit of tilt. The arms there on the shoulder, it goes up this high. It has a full rotation. You just have to be a little bit careful. It has to come out a little bit there, just the way that the angle of the shoulder is. It kind of, I wouldn't say it's a butterfly, but you can get some movement backwards and forwards like this. Let me just move my light for you. But yeah, it's not really a butterfly joint. Like I said, they have this kind of unique shoulder mechanic here where actually quite a lot of the shoulder is cut out of the figure, but then they cover it with this cover here, which works quite well. Has really nice double jointed elbows that go up really, really far. Actually, it's not even double jointed, there's just a single joint, but you go up to here because it's cut out of the bicep. The hand is just on like a ball with a pin. This isn't the best example to show off the hand movement, but the hand movement is pretty much 360. Any movement you want, like these hands are quite big and they splayed out so it gets stuck, but with the fists you've got no problem moving it however you like. The big problem I have had with this one as well is, yeah, like maybe it's a combination of hands, but getting his hands together, especially for the bow. Like I wanted to do a kind of pose more like this with his hands, but it just wasn't possible. That's why I had him holding the bow down. But that might just be me. I need to do some more playing around with it, just to get to know the figure a little bit better. But yeah, I was hoping for something like this, and it just doesn't reach. The bow isn't big enough, and also this arm doesn't come close enough to do it like so it looks good. You go down to his chest and his torso. He has quite a bit of crunch going forward, quite a bit of crunch going back. You can hula hoop. Then we come down to the belt. Again, there's some nice detail there on the belt, and on here he has a little kind of like little sash or something. You have the sword here that just slides out, or hopefully just slides out without pulling all the paint off the sword. No, it looks like I'm going to pull the pin out of the thing if I'm not careful, but yeah, I did pull the pin out, but that's not a problem. We can just push that back in, or the peg out. The legs, yeah, like I said, you can see kind of here, the legs tend to want to drop down a little bit. So you can see very clearly there that there is a gap. but you can push that up. But yeah, if you want to get kind of any big poses, it does come out to here, but again, the gap there might not be the most appealing. So I would probably keep his legs quite close together and closed, not really doing any big lunges, even though he can. I would say not to the extent that the White Ranger could, but because again his leg here is like kind of arched, so you turn it and it gets stuck, and also this silhouette doesn't, or this pattern doesn't look great. But you can get him into some poses. He might not just look like the most beautiful toy. Then here we have the double jointed leg that just easily goes all the way back. We go down to the boot. The boot itself doesn't twist, but the foot is on a rocker, so you can get that pretty much however you want. And then on the very toe, there is a joint too. So yeah, again, pretty much very standard for the S.H.Figurarts at the time, I would say. And obviously all of the Rangers I'm going to be reviewing over the next couple of days will have all of these same articulations. So I probably won't go over them all again. But now he's like, hey, you, why haven't you liked this video yet? Hey, we need the likes. Make sure you hit that like button and subscribe, or I'll come and get you. Let's put him in one last pose and end the video. Okay, and here he is, just in his in this power pose that I was talking about before, where I just think figures in general, just like this superhero pose, just look great, just kind of loose, arms at the side, but ready to go whenever they need to. And yeah, I'm really glad I picked up this figure. Like I said, he was the most expensive figure I bought, but probably only cost about 25 euros at max. And yeah, I can't wait to put him up next to my Red Ranger and my White Ranger, even though they're not the full team. But they will look good together. And he'll also look good next to the red Samurai Ranger that I have, and also the green one, which I'll be reviewing very soon. So if you enjoyed this video, make sure you subscribe to see those other videos of the other S.H.Figurarts that I do. Later on, if you're a Power Ranger fan, we do a lot of Lightning Collection videos. Maybe you're new, maybe the SEO sent you here, or the YouTube algorithm. But yeah, we do a lot of Power Ranger videos, from Lightning Collection to Super 7 Ultimates to S.H.Figurarts as well. So if you want to see more, make sure you like and subscribe. And the last thing I will show you is just his accessories. We have the accessory here. Hang on, I need to just do something here because it's focused on his face. We have this little pen accessory, or like I said, the electric screwdriver. We have the bow that I already showed you with the spinning wheel and the thing that pulls out. We have the little dragon, which reminds me of the red dragon from, I think it was the Ninja Rangers, which is a nice little touch to go next to him if it'll stand up. And we have, I don't know if they have a morpher, but this is his sign, I think, to morph. So yeah, nice figure. If you enjoyed, make sure you like and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one. Thanks so much for watching. Bye bye.